Right, here we are, in the middle of nowhere. Literally, the middle of nowhere. Okay. What is going on? Let me sort out my little tablet so I can see any chats that may arise from people that may exist. Oh look at that, a neutron star. Who knew? Tron star. You know what I'm saying. Right, let me just get rid of all of these annoying notifications. Get rid of all of those. Let's go back to Firefox. Except I can't. Tablet's going very slowly. No, I think it might actually have crashed. Good. Oh, there we go. So let's load up Firefox. Let's inspect the chat. This is not the first of my Elite Dangerous streams, not the second of my Elite Dangerous streams. It's the third or fourth, maybe. I did one where I travelled to VY Canis Majoris, biggest star, well, one of the biggest stars in the galaxy. I did another one where I travelled somewhere else. I think it was a sightseeing tour of the Sol system. So that was pretty cool. And the recent one was my trip to Colonia. So yeah, that was pretty neat as well. So what am I doing today? I am in a system just outside of Colonia, about 22,000 light years from Earth. Let's just check down here. Exploration. We are currently 21,950 light years from the starting point. The center of the galaxy is a supermassive black hole at Sagittarius A star. I am going there. It's 11,000 light years away. My nav computer has plotted a route of 330 jumps from here. That's using neutron stars as a booster. So we'll see how far we get. I'm not just going to go straight there. I'm going to do some exploring on the way. So I'm going to be looking at various different planetary systems. I'm going to be landing on some planets, having a look around some of the planets that I landed on. See if we can't find any interesting things. Last time I did some planetary exploration, I managed to find a crashed nav buoy, which was pretty cool. So so we'll be doing a bit of exploration. I don't know how long this is going to take. I mean, if I was to just like honk and scoop and jump and honk and scoop and jump and get there in like no time flat. But that's not really what this is. About. Oh, one thing that I wanted to show you guys. I finally managed to map some controls to my head look function, so I can now look around my cockpit if I need to, rather than just instantly looking at the various different things. So that might be useful if we're passing by a star and we want to look out the side window or the other side window, like that, for instance. Okay, so we'll see how that goes. YouTube is still being painfully slow to load. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. So let's just try refreshing that page there. I'm gonna close these tabs. They might be using up. Oh, here we go. So let me just open up the chat. I see that no one is watching. That's great. I'm talking to myself as per usual. Wunderbar. Scroll up here. Oh, there are a couple of people. Oh, hi, Mark. Let's see if I can just pop out this chat. Pop out chat. There we go. Now I'll be able to actually see what is going on. This stream sponsored by Pucker Tea. It's not actually sponsored. You know, it's just that's what I'm drinking here. They haven't paid me any money for that. I shall just send the word out to a few of my friends who might be interested in this. What does God need with an Asp Explorer? Exactly. Bam. Ba-ba-ba-bam. Let me find the link a rooney doody da. Where's my own feed? I can't even find it. There we go. Let's go to my channel and let's share this. Bam! There we go. Ding, ding, ding. Bam, 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 bam. I'm going to invite my mum. See if mum wants to watch. You never know. You never know. Good, let's do that. I'll just let my Steam friends know as well what few Steam friends I have. Let's have a look-see. Yes, good. Copy video URL. And let's go back here. Ba 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 bum. I can't even type. That'll do. Let's just copy that and send it to who might be interested. That'll probably do. Okay, so let's now get back into the action, shall we? Good. Okay, so I think I'm mostly set up. It's going to be a long journey. For some of you, it might be a boring journey. But, well, we're seeing what the universe has to offer us. If you don't like it, well, I can't really help you. I just need to sort out my joystick position here. It's a bit better. Okay. Right, so I'm going to have to hit Super Cruise and pull out of the pad. No, you know, that's a retarded thing to do, so let's set course for that star instead, so I don't fly into the neutron star, because that'll end our trip pretty quick. Throttle up to engage. You know what, I might as well fly out to this star and scan it. Here we go. So, info, supercharge FSD to continue on your designated route. One of the things that I really like about the recent updates to the game, obviously I was away from the game for a long time, is the fact that it now takes into consideration the fact that you can supercharge your frameshift drive in neutron cones. So you can actually plot routes that take that into account and shave days off your journey. Which is pretty cool. I don't know how that. I don't know whether that came about as a petition from the players or what the motivation was for that. But I'm not complaining. I think it's a pretty cool system. So let's scan this star here. Don't think it's scoopable. I think it's a T-Tory. No, it's a red dwarf. I could scoop off that, although I've still got tons of fuel, so I'm not going to bother. Right, let us select. That star. Right, so I'm going to fly towards the neutron star. I'm going to charge up in the jet cones, and then off we go into the unknown. Well, to start off with, it'll be into the reasonably known, because it's still around, not totally habited space, but vaguely habited space. So now I've got to be careful that I don't burn out my frameshift drive on the way to the centre of the galaxy and then not have functional equipment to get home. That'll really bum me out. Okay. So, one thing about neutron stars is that you desperately want to get as close to them as you can, but because they're so unbelievably dense, it's difficult to get close. Their heat radius is really large comparative to their size, so you often find yourself being pulled out of supercruise if you get too close to them. It's one of the things you've got to watch out for when you're actually charging your frameshift drive. Hello Lorcan, I'm not shooting any yellow transformers right now. Are we charged? There we go. Right, so onto our first system as soon as I get out of this jet cone. Onto our first system, and I guess 330 jumps. We are on our way. We leave Colonia behind. Let's see what awaits us out in the black. I think as we approach the centre of the galaxy, things like neutron stars and black holes will become more possibly more frequent. I'm not sure what the frequency of them is likely to be, I don't really know that much about it, but I know that we're likely to find a reasonable amount of them. So, okay, let's look at our system map while we're scanning that star. What do we actually have here? Got a whole bunch of just rocky planetoids. I'm not going to bother scanning this, it's already been discovered, so I'm just going to scoop up and move on. So for the last few days I've had a massive headache, and I put that down to the fact that I haven't drunk any coffee since Sunday. Originally it wasn't intentional, but now I'm at the point where I'm just like, you know what, I'm just not going to have any. That's why I'm drinking the herb tea. I will drink coffee sparingly from here on out. See what we've got here then. Now if I've done this right, I should be able to go straight into my system map from here. What do we have? We've got some landable bodies here, and this is an undiscovered system, so I think I will I'll scan these things, and we shall do some planetary exploration, I think. So let's go and scan this. It looks like a metal-rich body. That's going to be worth a fair amount of cash. Problem is, I'm not going to be able to sell this data for days, so it's going to be interesting there. Slow down, otherwise I'm going to end up doing the loop of shame again. No one wants that. Right? Well, look at that. The moon, this planet's moon, is very close to it. Millie says hi. Hi, Millie. So let's see. There's a big impact crater there. Looks like something rather large hit that at some point. I wonder. No. It's peppered with smaller impact craters. Be careful not to hit the orbit with too much velocity. Let's go and see what we can find. Should be able to mine some resources, which I can later then use, in theory, for repair. See if we can reach the drop point. So, I mean, those tiny looking craters from out way out where are actually pretty enormous. It's one of the things that I love about the game is the fact that there's this incredible sense of scale. The fact that it appears to just be the same engine that handles massive, like, interstellar space flight and also, you know, close-up orbital landing. It's a real achievement. There's a lot of people complain about, you know, oh, the planets are just all beige, and it's like, well, it's fairly realistic, you know. But I don't really mind. I think they look pretty. Alright, that's the end of our glide. We're about 3 kilometers from the surface. Good view of the moon there. You can see the big impact crater there we saw from space. Now I could fly around and look for those points of interest, but I think what I might do is just land and get out and have a drive around, see what I can pick up. What I did last time was send my ship away so that didn't pick up on the wave scanner on my SRV. So I'm not seeing any points of interest appearing, although... Oh wait, there's a point of interest over there. Let's head over there. Maybe we'll be able to find something cool. So I thought it was over here. There we go. Okay. I think it is a giant space pimpkin. Is that like a pumpkin that manages women in the sex trade? So when you see these blue dots on the radar, that indicates there's something on the surface, something interesting on the planetary surface. So what we're going to do is sort of try and get to the center of this circle, and then we will descend, land, get out, and then have a look around, see what we can find on our wave scanner. So just going to back up a bit, put a reverse thrust on. Right. Okay, and about there, I think. We will kill the thrusters and descend. Low gravity on this planet. It's about half a G. Now, below about 2 kilometers, that blue dot will disappear. But that just means that we get out in our rover and we start having a look around. So you can see the blue dot's fading now because we're down below 2 kilometers. But I'm still going to come into land. Hopefully there's somewhere good to set down. So let's just set her down here. Four, 3, 2, 1 meter, 0 meter. There we go. Okay, so now we are going to get our scarab out. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to reverse away from the ship, and then so you see on the wave scanner that big thing in front. That's obviously the ship. That's going to interfere with our search. So I'm going to send the ship away. So that'll just head up into orbit, And let's have a look, see what we've got on our wave scanner in front of us. It looks like there's something interesting over here. Possibly. Okay, let's keep on heading roughly this direction. The blips that are showing in the lower section generally are rocks to mine. If they're in the upper section, that signifies something which is potentially artificial. So I think if we keep on heading in this direction, there's a few blips. They're not particularly strong, and oh, there's something big over there though, by the looks of things. Getting some sound on the wave scanner now. I don't think I should put sticks come sail away on a loop, like ever in my life under any circumstances, really. Definitely something in this direction somewhere. Oh, we're getting a big reading there. We just got a big reading. What's that over there? Are they rocks? Picking something up over here. I can see that thing on my radar, but I think that's just a rock, so I'm ignoring that. I'm heading for the big bars over this way. Oh. Right, there's definitely something over here. Okay, getting closer because that signal's getting stronger. Oh, I've just gone past it. Okay. Get the horrible feeling that we're not going to find anything. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to harvest this rock, so at least then it takes it off our radar. Is that actually in range? Right, that's that. Oh, new material discovered. That's pretty neat. Right, now there's definitely something over here. Zinc, that new material. Oh yeah, the signal's getting stronger and stronger. Oh! It appears to be an escape pod. Let's have a look from outside. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Not entirely sure what we can do with it. There's a couple of them. Oh, there's... what's that there? Okay, let's see if we can scan these. Can I scoop it up? I don't know if I can scoop this up. I'm gonna try scooping up the escape pod, see what happens. Yes, I've picked up an escape pod. Not entirely sure how that benefits us. Oh, now my cargo bay is full. Shit. Well, what's that thing? Yeah, good. That's just a rare manufactured material. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call the ship back, and then I'm going to board the ship, transfer some of this cargo if I can. I'm not sure if I can. I haven't got a cargo hold on my ship, so I don't know. I don't know what happens. The materials that I collect are usually just stored, but I don't know. I'm going to try moving over that. Oh, for God's sake. Stupid wreckage. Right. Ah, good. So I picked up that rare material. That's good. Now, where's my ship? Ship is there, coming down to land. So, let's board the ship and get underway. I thought that was a pretty cool thing that we found. Crashed ship site. I've got some escape pods. Don't really know what I'm going to do with them. They're apparently occupied. Now I can't even board my own damn ship. There we go. Raise the cargo scoop and let's board the ship. So yeah, what's this occupied escape pod? What do I do with that? Oh, I can't actually carry them on my ship, so I'm gonna have to discard them. Good. So long, escape pods. Right, all that excitement has made me need the toilet, so I'm just going to go to the toilet, and I shall return. In the meantime, you can have a nice external view of the ship. So here we go. Yo ho ho, and here we go. Let me check. Yeah, no one's interested in this crap. Da-da-da-da. Right. Without further ado, let's go and scan the rest of the system. I'm going to scan that moon first, I think.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Good. I'm glad we've got this ongoing commentary here. That's very useful. Right, what's next on our list? Let's go and explore this place. We're going to have to get out of the orbit first. I don't want to fly into that other planet. So, back we go. So, well, I think, considering that was the first planet that we landed on this little expedition, and we found like a crashed spaceship and some escape pods, which I had to leave behind. Sorry to the inhabitants of those escape pods. I think that was pretty good going. Wonder what the rest of the journey has in store. Plenty of tea, I should imagine. Right, let's fly to this other destination. There we go. Bye bye, planet. That's good. Let's go to this one. All these planets are reasonably close together. That's nice. Good. I think if we find an ice planet, might go and fly around on that. Sometimes they have some cool ravines you can fly down. So we're going go and do a bit of planetary flight if we find one of those. It kind of bothers me that today is the day that the Thargoids finally attacked, and there's stations burning all down in the Pleiades, and here I am, thousands of light years away. I figure I could try and get back and get involved in that, but it would take me so long. It would all have moved on by the time I get there, so I figure the best thing to do is just carry on with my original plan, which is to head to the centre, and then once I've done that I can head back and see what's up there. So the current plan is to go to Sagittarius at the centre of the galaxy, and then head back to the bubble. on the way back I want to see the Great Annihilator as well. And what I might do is just have a look and see what other highlights might be worth stopping by on the way. Are we still reciting those lyrics? So I don't know if anyone has been watching the news and either heard or read about the interstellar meteorite which just came hurtling into our solar system, and there's an overblown story about how, oh, it might be an alien spaceship. It's probably not an alien spaceship, but it's interesting nonetheless. What have we got here? 6,000 light seconds out. It's going to take a little while to get to. Wow, the starfield looks really amazing out here. Not only have you got the very densely packed near stars, but you can see all the pricks of light in the background. I can only imagine what it's going to be like when we get closer to the core. I imagine it's going to be fairly bright, like all around. Yes, that's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see. I had a dream where I was standing on the top of the galaxy, looking down on it, and it appeared as one giant organism with pulses of light passing through like big rifts in the stars right up to the centre. It was quite bizarre, but it was only a dream. Pretty cool looking nebula over there. What's in the other direction? Oh, there's the Milky Way in that direction there. And you've got the Magellanic Clouds up there as well. Pretty cool, huh? Right, that's this galaxy, this solar system done. So let's head to the next one. Ever onward towards the centre. Oh, and the game's crashed. Wonderful. Excellent. Right, let's not send a thing. Great. Let me, you know what, I'm going to fully exit the program and I'm going to start it all over again. Might have to restart Steam, apparently. Ah, right, okay. Oh, I didn't see the Russian contingent here. Welcome, whoever you may be. Is it because... Wait a second. I think my chat is out of date. So I just need to pop this out again. Pop out the chat. Right, okay, so the game crashed, so I'm just going to load it up again. Should start off where we left off. All this excitement is distracting me from Bacchic parrots. That sounds like a pretty awesome topic, though, to be fair. Um, hopefully that's all looking good. Yes, we should be rocking and rolling. Elite Dangerous Horizons. Okay. Now then, let's wait for it to connect to the server. Let's start the game. I might have to replot my route actually. Those of you interested, I'm playing on Mobius because I want to avoid griefers basically. I've never had any problem with aggressive PvPers in game, but when there's a lot at stake and I just want to chill out, I'll join Mobius. Right, here we are. So let's open the galaxy map. And yes, I'm going to have to replot the route. So that's Ogmar, where I came from. So here's the galaxy. It's pretty large. There's the centre. That's the Great Annihilator there, which is kind of on the way home. So the Earth is all the way over there. Okay. So we are going here, Sagittarius. Is that going to let me select it? No. Why can't I select you? Okay, I'm going to do it the... There we go. Right, I've got jet cone boost on. Let's plot the route. It's not an alien spaceship, but it does have a payload of thousands of xenomorph eggs. Okay. Now, obviously, the route planning is going to take a little while because it's a fairly long journey, and there's a lot of stars, and it's doing a lot of calculations. So it's cool to have this sat nav, though. Well, it says it's great, so you know, who are we to argue? 323 jumps. I think that's actually plotted a quicker route for us. That's pretty cool. So anyway, where are we now? Let's just honk and discover. Let's lock that destination there. Just scan this star and then I'll head off to the next system. Good. So, onwards and upwards. Charge up the friendship drive and off we go. Let's see what else awaits us. Check the system map. Let's see what systems we have. Someone has been here before us, so I'm not going to bother scanning all of these stars. We could do those ones, but they're mostly worthless. So, yeah, I'm not flying all the way over there. 55,000 light seconds, no chance. So I shall just fuel up, and then we'll head to the next system. Okay, on to the next system. It's another scoopable star, K-class star. So, so what's everybody up to tonight? I mean, you can't have particularly interesting nights if you're watching me fly a imaginary spaceship. So, let me know what you're up to. You know, send me a message in the chat. Okay. Okay, so there's two things in this system, just 2 stars. Neither of them discovered, so I might as well scan them for a bit of extra cash. How far away is the other one, though? 3,000 light seconds, that should be fine. And we're out of here, that's it. Let's go to the next system. On towards the centre. Well, there's not much in these systems, is there? I'm not flying all the way out to that just to scan it. And these were fairly worthless, so I'm not going to bother with those either. Oops, I didn't mean to deploy a heatsink. That's wasted a heatsink. Wow, okay, what an idiot. Okay. I guess at least I'm not going to overheat. Background video and audio. I can see how this would be sort of like, you know, in keeping with that. Well, these systems are fairly empty, aren't they? I think it's just another star, and it's already been discovered. So I'm just gonna fuel up and move on. there. 4 notifications. Right, where are we ended up here? Whoa, it's a red dwarf. Looks like there's a reasonable number of stars in system. No, there's only... well, they're unexplored, that's unexplored, that's unexplored, and they're all reasonably close, so let's do it. Let's bag this system. That's that one bagged. That's interesting. Did I not honk the system? Ah, I need to set my filters. I don't want to display systems though, because that'll just... that should do it. Right, what do we got? That one's fairly close, so let's go there. It's interesting, the stars are much denser over that side. That's edging towards that nebula. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. So, let's scan this planet. The other star is pretty far away, so I think I might just scan this planet and then move on. Because the other star's, what, 14,000 light seconds away. It's going to take a while to get there, so... Thank you. It's an icy body, but we can't land on it, so let us head on. So there's 318 jumps now. Every so often I consider buying a VR setup, but literally the only reason I would have that VR setup would be for this game. One new astronomical object. These systems are all just empty. What is going on? There we go. And maybe oh no, I got too close to the sun. Yeah, okay, we need to correct this. Fly away from the sun. I'm gonna wait for the frame shift drive to cool down. I reckon escape vector would be a pretty cool name for a club. Like playing cheesy old late 90s, early 2000s industrial EBM. Escape vector. No? Gas giant. Right, onwards and upwards.
Frameshift drive charging.
Doo-doo. That's pretty cool. I'm hoping as well. I mean, there's a greater chance that we'll see some Wolf Riot stars the closer we get to the centre. So I'm hoping maybe we'll find some of those. Oh, this is an unexplored system. These look like icy bodies, so maybe we could land on some of those. And obviously, I haven't got scans of the surface. That looks interesting, doesn't it? How far away are these things? 235 light seconds. No chance, mate. What about that one? No. I cannot be bothered to fly all the way out there. That's a track and a half. So I'm just going to scan this star and hop onto the next system, which we have now done.
Fuel scooping complete. Warning, temperature critical. Frameshift drive charging.
Okay. Hopefully we'll have some better luck with this system. That's more like it. Let's take a look at what we got here. Ooh, interesting looking system. People have already been here, but that looks like a water world to me. And all of these systems, all of these planets are worth a fair amount of money. So I think I might go and scan them.
Fuel scooping complete.
So let's just scan that water world. That's probably worth the most, and then we'll have opportunities to find a system of our own, like this one. Good find though, this. I mean, if you were first to find, which we're not. Pretty sure I got thrown out of escape vector. Yeah. If it was a club in the movies, it would be totally amazing, because all clubs in movies are totally amazing, and clubs in real life are an incredible disappointment. It doesn't matter where you go, they're always rubbish. There we go. So one of the limitations of the game is that although you can land on planets, you can only land on planets that have no atmosphere, which means that at present you can't land on water worlds, you can't land on Earth-like planets. You're fairly limited. You know, you've got ice planets, you've got rocky planets, you've got like high metal content planets. But I hope that one day they implement the feature to be able to land on planets with atmosphere, or even someone suggested being able to skim the upper layers of atmosphere on a gas giant. I think that would be really cool. So we shall see what happens in the future. I'm not holding my breath though. Reasonable amount of stuff here. Let's have a look. What have we got? Logan the 3 light. I think that's supposed to say elite, but you know, whatever. Okay, we're going to scan this planet and then move on. Ba -ba -ba -ba. Charge the friendship drive. That's kind of lame, isn't it? There we go, let's move on. Well, sorry, it's been a reasonably uneventful journey as far as space travel is concerned. I was hoping we were in for an exciting time. After the first planet we landed on, we discovered that wrecked spaceship. So it's a shame we haven't really had an opportunity to have a similar encounter. But hey, still plenty of jumps to go. 313 jumps. So yeah, still a long, long way to go before we reach our goal. So we'll have plenty of opportunities, I don't doubt. Reasonable amount of planets in here. Let's check them out. What have we got? Mostly icy balls. They're all undiscovered, and let's see, how far away is the furthest away? 8,000 light seconds. We could probably, yeah, we could probably scan this system. Oh, I've got such a headache. I probably shouldn't be playing video games if I've got a headache this bad. and I'm pretty damn tired as well. So, well, depending on how it goes, I'll see how far we can get before I have to call it a night. What's next? This one. One of the advantages of having a ship which hasn't got a fully maxed out frameshift drive is that because I'm not jumping the full I mean, most people in an Asp Explorer will have a 5A frameshift drive, so they can jump at least 35 light years in a time. Mine jumps 25 light years, so yeah, that increases the number of stops on the way, but it also increases the chances that you'll discover a new system. So it's got its advantages. See you later then. Oh, excuse me. They're not always oblate spheroids. Earth is an oblate spheroid. I think every single planet is an oblate spheroid. Especially in this game, I think they're pretty much just spheres. Icy body. Oh, we can land on this one. Should we go and see what's on this planet? Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, some interesting looking surface patterns there. I was going to check something here. This looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Alright, what's
Gravity's next to nothing. So, you know what, I want to fly along this big canyon here. So we're what, 6 kilometers off the surface? Fly down into this. It looks pretty cool. Looks very cold. Fairly close to the surface now. Isn't it interesting how it just looks like a big crack from outer space, but when you're up close, it's just like a huge sweeping valley. I guess it's like that on Earth as well. If you look at the Grand Canyon from space, I imagine it just looks like a big crack in the Earth. Let's fly up a bit higher. Let's have a look at some of those big craters that were just round the side. Big crater over there. Another one ahead of me there. See, sometimes it's just like flying around the planets. They just look cool. Right, let's go scan the rest of the system. So, what's their next planet? This one. Lock and Super Cruise. There we go, that world's best nightclub, the galaxy's best nightclub, Escape Vector. That's a pretty cool view. There's the yellow bits on the surface there. Screenshot there. An aspic plora. Oh god, yes, I see what you just said. Do. So isn't it interesting how in real life, outside of people's houses on Christmas Day, it's mostly dead, there's not many people out and about, but I'm betting in the game world on Christmas Day there'll be tons of people playing. Not out here, obviously, they're all back in their habited systems. It's rare to see another explorer. Ching. I could land on that one as well. I wonder what that one looks like. Probably more of the same. Let's check it out. Oh, I can't land on that one. I thought I could. No. Oh. That's 4,000 light seconds away. See, the further out from the sun the systems get, the greater the distance. Sometimes you have to go like to the other side of the solar system because they're orbiting on opposite sides. They're not always in a nice, neat line. You know, you might have the outer orbit over here, and the sun here, and the other one all the way over there. So. But once you get up to some speed, it doesn't really matter. What's implausible? Tell me what's implausible. There's that, and let's scan the moon here. Oh, we can land on this one. Let's go check it out. See if it looks any different. Looks like it's got quite a few canyons in it. Some green stuff on the surface there. I'm just going to check the scanning the log a second. No. Some of these planets have volcanism, apparently, or like geysers. So that would be pretty cool to see, I reckon. Good night, my friend from Russia, whoever you may be. Nice to have you watch. This green stuff is. This would just be green rock. It's like mouldy cheese. Let's go down and have a look. Turn those ship lights on, see if that makes any difference. Not really. try landing and having a look around.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, now you tell me it's unsuitable terrain. Let's go have a look at this weird green landscape. Ouch. Yeah, it's quite rocky around here. I did not ask about yellow snow. It's rather mountainous, isn't it? Looks pretty awesome, though. You know what, I might see if I can get some decent photographs. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool as well. Right, let's go back in the SRV. I'm going to descend into this valley. It's a bit of a wild ride. Oh god, I'm going to... Okay, maybe that's not the best way down. But it looks pretty cool from the bottom, though. It's still a massive drop. God. Oh. Yeah, This is less easy than I thought it would be. I wanted to get down into that canyon, but looks fairly steep down those sides. I wonder if my jump jets could take me down safely. God. Oh, I'm in free fall. Okay, that could have been worse. Could have been worse. We're still alive. So here we are at the bottom of that weird valley. Oh yeah, I guess I was asking about the yellow snow then in that case. We're racing across here. The scanner's picking up absolutely nothing of any interest. Might have to cool the ship down in a minute. Oh God, what did I just hit? Oh, picking something up now. Might be some things to harvest. Except I can't drive, it seems. There we go. Any more for any more? Yes. Some carbon. Oh, there's even more. And there's another thing to mine over here. New material discovered. Chromium. Right. Are we going to get to the top of these mountains? That's the question. It's a pretty good all-terrain vehicle. Even if I do get it into some weird situations. Where do I need to go? Over there. Okay, that could have gone better. Right. Okay. Yeah, well, I think I'm going to just ignore that. And say we can't. Oh, God. Yeah, my SRB is going to be ruined at this rate. Variant cover chromium, yes indeed. Oh, for God's sake, Carl, learn to drive. There we go. Mesoderite, not to be confused with the misogynite, which is a chemical compound that hates women. I just realised I've had my cargo scoop out this whole time. Metallic meteorite.
hopefully this will give us some pretty cool materials to harvest. New material discovered! Molybdenum, or however that's pronounced. What have we got here? There we go. There's a reasonable amount of resource on this seemingly dead planet. Oh, piss off. No, once again, Carl can't drive. 65. It's going to be halfway up that mountainside. So if it is, I ain't getting it for shit. Yeah, I'm not getting up there. So you can get funked. Let's go on some crazy full throttle adventure. Oh, see that mad air I just caught. Oh, and again, look at this. Rocks don't concern me. Seems to be a decent enough signal coming from over here. Maybe harvest some more material. Oh, god damn it. Oh, for God's sake, there we go, got all that. Good. Uh, yeah, I sent the ship away. The ship's up in orbit. I'll call it down when I need it. But I'm miles away from the original landing spot. I fell down a hill as well. Oh, stupid rocks. Hull integrity of 50% doesn't sound particularly good, does it? And here I am wandering into the mountains where I know my ship won't be able to land. I wonder if I can get to the top of these mountains and then call the ship down. That sounds like a plan, doesn't it? Let's try that. Okay. Right, so I reckon the ship will be able to land around here somewhere. Let's see if I can call it back down. I actually know where the ship is. Oh, here he is. Down here somewhere, by the looks of things. Where is the damn thing? Oh, it's behind me. Where's he landing? Oh, he's there. Oh God. Goddamn ship's miles away. Right, here we go. Let's get back aboard. Let's board the ship. Now I think there's only one more planet to scan in this system. So, oh, there's 3 more. Let's lock that destination.
Landing gear retracted.
Let's super cruise out of this place.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So long. Yeah, so long, weird green bit of a planet. That was kind of weird, wasn't it? Okay, so next planet. Oh god, we are going to have to properly get away from this before we can actually travel anywhere significant. A few 100,000 kilometers should be adequate. Yeah, nice view from this this canopy. I like the asp. It's nice. Do do do. Right. So currently travelling at 20 times the speed of light. Heading away from that other world, which is a pain. Gonna start scanning anytime soon. There we go. That. And there's that. So there's only this one
place left to scan. It's literally on the other side of the solar system, so let's head over there and then jump to the next system. It's starting to get a bit late, so after I've jumped out of this system, the next system I find with a landable planet in, I'll camp there for the night. So it's been an interesting trip so far. I mean, we're only, well, we've still got 312 jumps to go, so we're only about 15 jumps into it. We've actually not really travelled that far tonight, but we've done a reasonable amount. I mean, scanned 2 full systems and claimed them, which is nice. Found a crashed spaceship and some escape pods. That was pretty cool as well. Harvested various materials which I can use in synthesis here. Oh, it's very useful. In fact, I've got refills for my automatic field repair module. That's very, very useful. God. Yeah, I think it's with this, because it's the journey from Sol to Colonia was a massive undertaking, and this is still like pretty big, but I think it's not the destination really that's that important to me at this stage. It's seeing what I can find on the way, you know. I mean, obviously we'll end up at the centre of the galaxy eventually, but I'm hoping that we can find some pretty awesome sights on the way. Uh, 20 times the speed of light. Do I know what that means? No. What does it mean, Lorcan? Tell me. I might see if I can turn off the option to have those panels keep appearing when I use head look. So I'd like to be able to just look down through there without having that appear, because I can still access it like this, and that's more useful, I find. I don't actually have anything to repair my SRV, which is kind of bad because that's really beaten up now. Don't actually know what materials I'd need to repair my SRV. I should probably try and find some. Okay, and that, I believe, is the whole of the system tagged and bagged. So let's head on out of this place. need iron and nickel. 9 repairs available. SRV required. I've got an SRV. What's it talking about? Whoa! That's rather bright, isn't it? Right, there's got to be a landable planet in this system. Yes, there are many. Wow. I was going to get to the closest one, which is probably that one. Yeah. So, let's select that. That's where we're going to land. I'm interested why this weird. Maybe I have to do that from the SRV, I guess. Wow, this looks an interesting planet. Some tall looking mountains there. Very tall looking mountains. Land around there somewhere. So let's see if we can just set her down around here somewhere.
Lighting gear deployed.
Okay, you're gonna actually land, 'cause that's... Hello, I don't want to continually hover like 1 meter off the ground. What gives? Yeah, alignment, okay. Good, land me. Let's go forward a bit. There we go. So I'm going to try deploying the... Oh, Scarab's back up to full. Does it get automatically repaired then every time you... Doesn't make any sense. I guess if I... If I try a... Yeah, okay, so it's obviously when I'm out in the field in my SRV. Well, that's pretty useful. But I'm not camping in the SRV, I'm camping in my ship, so let's board the ship, shall we? And you know, one thing that I really like is like the external view of the ship. If I get up really close, you can see, look, there's me. It's like my actual avatar that I designed. It's really pretty neat. And in theory, if you meet other commanders out in space, then you know, you'll be able to see something similar. I was hoping to get a decent shot. There's not really much to see round here. I'm a bit far away from those mountains. Let's see if I can get a decent shot with the mountains and my ship. It's not a great view, is it? It's a pretty crap view all around. Maybe a side-on view of the Milky Way and my ship. That might look pretty cool. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. I could turn the lights on as well. What do you think? Lights on or off? I think lights on. Looks cool. I'll take one with the lights on and one with the lights off.
So, well, that's me landed on EOL Pru PCV E2 37883A, and this is where I'm camping out tonight. Still a massive journey ahead. 311 jumps. So let's just check the galaxy map so we can have a look at where this is where we are. You can see in a couple of jumps there's that blue line there that indicates a neutron jump, so the next system is going to be a neutron star and I'll have to jump up there. But yeah, and then there's another neutron jump up here. So let's just have a look where we are. That's where we are. That is where we started earlier. So we've come a reasonable way. But where do we need to get to? It's all the way over there. So yeah, there's still a long way to go. But not as long as the journey to get to Colonia, you know. So the plan is go to Sagittarius A star here, swing by the Great Annihilator here, and then head on back to the bubble. That's going to be a really long journey from the Great Annihilator to the bubble. So I might end up going to one of these way stations and see how it goes. But yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Sorry we didn't get as far as some of you might have been expecting, but it's not the destination, it's the journey or something. Okay, so thanks very much. Look forward to seeing you again. No, I don't want to take off. God damn it, I'm gonna have to land again now. There we go. So yeah, look forward to seeing you again. Rock and roll. Yeah. Oh, with regards to the Dungeons and Dragons stuff, I have a plan which might work. Probably won't, but I'll try it. So there we go. That's a cryptic message, you know. Anyway, see you all later.